those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. If you or anyone you know might be interested in making a television show, please call 260-421-1250. Access Fort Wayne is a department of the Allen County Public Library.
No, I just need one more chance to prove my love to you. And if you come back to me, I'll guarantee that I'll never let you go. Ooh, can we go back to the ways? Yeah. Can somebody tell me how to get things back the way they used to be? Sing it. Oh God, give me the reason I'm down on bended knee. Ladies and gentlemen, your host and producer of A Dose of Landis, Mr. Jeff Landis.
Welcome to the Jeff Landis Show, A Dose of Landis, Mayhem. What other titles do I have? Slammin' and Jammin'.
Too many to count.
Vibing with Landis. Just a long subtitles of the show. The Jeff Landis Show, Riding the Sliding, Mayhem, Dose of Landis, In the Zone, Trash Talking.
Which are always trash talking.
That's true, but that's a lot of titles I had in the past. But anyways, welcome to Conversation with Jeff and Chris, where we're legit just here to be ourselves. We don't need no script. All we know is that we're just here to have a good time, but I do want to broadcast something. Let everybody know. We all know what's going on with the wrestling match. It got postponed and canceled because it's either feed my kids or do the show. So the old me would have just done the show and not cared. But again, I grew up, I got more mature, and I realized, kids first, they got to eat. So the match got canceled, and we were going to do two matches, which was going to be Vinny P and JJ versus me and Brett. So in the future, there will be a triple threat match down the road. We'll let you know about that. But I am working, my next thing I'm working is my semi-retirement show. The reason why I'm saying semi-retirement show because the only way I'll come back is either I interview Boys to Men or I have my match with the boys. Because again, I want to go out the proper way.
Right.
Too many people have been passing away recently that I've known that's didn't live out their dream and want to go out the proper way with the wrestling match or et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? As entertainers, they want to have that one last show. And I've been trying to have a last show since a long time ago.
Right.
But anyways, he's not a guest. My brother from a different mother and father, Chris Seasley. How's it going?
All right.
Been a while.
Yeah, it has. It's been a good minute. We got our entertainment life, we got our personal lives, and obviously personal lives took over. So, luckily it's just like one of those days that we both happen to be off work, and hey, Chris, want to do a show? Yeah. When and where?
Exactly. We were supposed to have a Moon come on, another entertainer with Alex McDonald. Again, whenever I do shows, I don't really look at the times and dates because I tend to just go day by day.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was supposed to be at 2 o'clock, but he will be on eventually. Making up for my mistake. But again, I love having you on the show no matter what. So as you guys know, me and Chris have been friends for a long time. When we first started, we were just like, oh, hi, bye. Now it's like we talk every day. He'll tell me his problems, I'll tell him mine, and we don't judge each other.
Nope.
We're just like, oh, okay, I'm here to listen. But one thing that, because Brett was asking me the other day, is like, you still talk to Chris? Like, oh yeah, me and Chris will always talk. Chris would never ghost me. At least I hope not.
No, never.
It's just crazy, man. You have your friends that, I said back in the day, me and Chris we didn't really conversate or really talk to each other. We were cool, but we just didn't.
Yeah, we just didn't really, really socialize or really hang out because, like you said, it's just, hey Jeff, hey Chris. That was the whole extent, and we kind of worked on a few things, you know, here and there over the years, then all of a sudden I get a call from a certain somebody. Wesley. Still owe you a beat down later on. No, I'm kidding. But Wesley just decided to hit me up. Hey, I'm producer here at Public Access, and help me out. Yeah, sure. I got time on my hands, and came down, and I know you.
I know. I was like I know. I haven't seen you in forever because I know you lived in Woodburn for a while, and I did too. But then, you know, we came back to Fort Wayne, and I'm like, dude, that's Chris. The next thing you know, we started hanging out and talking.
Yep, catching up like old times.
Now, you know, there's a lot of things I regret in entertainment. A lot of things I don't regret in entertainment. Man, one of my biggest regrets is not actually getting to know this person. Again, I was all about myself back then. Again, being teenagers, because we were teenagers at the time.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, you're doing stuff with Team TV, Johnny White, and other people you're helping out with too.
Yeah.
And like, okay, it's just Chris in the passing. But again, if I would have known stuff that I know about Chris now than I
Back
did,
then,
I would have. We probably would have been. We probably been best of friends. You know.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's, you know, we can say this till we're like blue in the face. You know, if it wasn't for Wesley getting a hold of me that day, we would have just been like, you know, we probably would still like eventually came across each other and caught up, but due to Wesley, you know, calling me when he did, because at the time I didn't know Wesley was. I didn't know like the crew that he had in, and I'm like, okay, so now I got to get a feel for everybody. Walk in, okay, seeing you, I'm like, that looks like Jeff. That must be Wesley. Wait, yep, okay, yep, exactly.
I'm like, I'm still at it, man. Still at it. Again, I'll you know, I love public access. I always will. You know, this is my. I mean, I'm not national famous, or I mean, I do have a name for myself. I'm not trying to be egotistical or anything, but Channel 10. I mean, public access 57, and you know, just access Fort Wayne in general is just it's home.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, man, Norm's retirement party was actually this past week, or past Friday, and we were talking about Channel 10. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Access Fort Wayne how it is now, but man, Channel 10 back then was, man, it was like on fire. I mean, everybody was producing shows. I mean, we used to have, I think at one time, 4 live time slots, because they have first and third Tuesdays. They go live at 5, and then after that, go live at 7 sometimes with different shows, and then Saturdays it'd be like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock you go live.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I remember right, I think it was about like different, about 4 slots or so, and I just like, because I know when I started here, when it was Channel 10 was 98. You know, I started out running cameras, then, you know, slowly moved to handheld, then I'm like, okay, you know, because I prefer to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And
we broke out of the shadow. We broke out of that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we broke you out of that.
Yeah. And it was like, anybody that knew me back then, oh yeah, Chris will do camera, you know, I don't got a problem with doing it. Then got into a couple years ago doing audio, then, hey Chris, you want to be on camera? Yeah, okay, I guess. Well, kicked me out, like you said, kicked me out that shadow, and I'm like, yes.
Well, for a while you were producing your own show. Chris Throwback's events, or wasn't it back in 2017 or 19?
Yeah.
You're slowly trying to transition.
Transition, you know, to being behind the shadow, you know, behind the scenes to, you know, being in front. And it was just like you know, the timing just kind of like clashed because I was going through personal issues. Then, you know, having somebody trying to like take over the show, and it's like, that's not where I'm like wanting to go with it. and, you know, slash work, other things. And I was just like, yeah, let me put this on hold right now. Let me take care of, you know, my personal stuff, you know, issues that I had going on. And, you know, I think at one point you asked me if I was going to come back and do it. Yeah, you know, yeah, I'm going to definitely like come back and start doing it. You know, just had to work out a few more things and watch it kick off and go.
You know, I'm going to be there for you no matter what. But it's crazy because, you know, talking about this now, because when we were younger, we were kids, we had plenty of time to do shows and do our own thing. But now, you know, since I got kids, I'm not trying to say anything bad since you don't got kids, but having kids and working, like you said, it's like it hits us different now. Because back then we could, go get a camera, go have fun. But now that we're adults, we're like, I want to make time for this, I want to make time for that. But again, sometimes conflict schedules are hard.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, if there was a lot more hours in the day, then yeah, that would be a different story. But, you know, sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. You know, it's just timing. And, man, we were just talking about this before the show started. You know, you brought up like the whole last couple of matches, and I think the last time we did something together was last year.
It was actually before we went on vacation. We went to Wyoming. Yeah, I want to give you credit, man. Thank you very much for playing Vinny P, man.
No problem.
I know sometimes it's a pain in the ass to put on the mask and then put on the Vinny P thing, but man, we made good television. Not only that, we made good television. We made the good internet. Legit. The stuff we did was comedy gold, man. It's like it's different because YouTube, I don't get that many views, but when it comes down to Facebook, man, you see. So I've got like a lot of money right now sitting in my account. Not trying to brag about that, but anything. But Facebook is where we get a lot more views. But let me tell you, man, we made some solid gold TV with Vinny P thing. I mean, everything we do with Vinny P.
Exactly, and it is like every time, you know, you say Vinny P, now Vinny P, you know, been played by many people.
Yeah.
And it's just like, when you come approach me about being Vinny P, I'm like, Vinny P? Who's Vinny P? And I'm like, then you explained it to me how that came about. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely got to be a part of this.
Oh man, we've speaking of that, man, it's on my timeline. It's been about a year since we've done that segment. It's me, you, Brett, and Paul.
Oh yeah.
So nowadays we're in a day and age where everybody's sensitive about everything. Oh my God, this is so bloody, this is so glory, and Karen and Darren, you know, just people calling and complaining.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, Chris, this isn't how we used to do stuff back in the day where we could just be free will and do anything. So I was like, all right, there's me and Brett, we were walking by where we live at. When no one knows where we live at, there's trails. So I'm like, all right, we'll just go on these trails, and there's like a nice place, and then I had handcuffs. I was like, why don't we just have it to where Chris will sit there. Sorry, I'm just checking. So I'm supposed to have something delivered. That's relief. But I'm like, why don't we just do something that's golden to where? Okay, this is how the segment happened, because we're gonna tell you the story about the segment. So we went to Southside. Everybody knows the whole story of Southside and the current thing that's going on.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, all right, Chris, you're gonna just kick my butt. I'll do a segment. You beat me up at Southside. Obviously, we had to do it like quick because cops probably would have swarmed us. But back in the day, if we would have did it, people would have like, oh, let's just
okay, whatever, and left it alone.
And he beat me up, and then he dragged me to, since let's all know that we all segments, but he took me by the place, he handcuffed me and beat me up, man. That blood was so crazy and real.
Mm-hmm.
And again, no, it's fake blood. So like I was saying before, the other day on Facebook, I posted the picture.
Oh, man.
Man, everyone's like, are you okay? Did you get jumped? What's going on? I was like, I'm like, okay, now you look at my hair, how it is now, compared to that I had my beard and stuff like that back then. People didn't know the difference. So I was like, are you okay? Do I got to kick somebody's butt in order to... I'm like, if you look at the hair and the beard now, it's different.
Right.
But man, we got everybody with that, and man, people thought that Chris legitimately hated me. I was like, no, we all worked together on that segment. That was another gold segment that we did. Another good segment we did so many things.
There's so many.
The Vicious Venom and you, the whole gay love storyline of Pineapple, and then it was all a lot of fun. You all know it was entertainment purpose. But
Right.
I'll tell you what, man. Props to our director. I literally cried. You go this up on my YouTube channel, Landis Entertainment Network. Wesley, man. No matter what, no matter how something you feel bad about yourself and feel down on yourself, you're not, dude. You did some comedy gold. SpongeBob, literally married Vinny P and Vicious Venom. The funniest ish you've never seen on TV. I mean, I'm gonna have to go when I get home. I'm gonna have to. Oh my God! I'm gonna have to. Because we got the full segment on the show, and then we got the little segment. It was so funny. Like, Wesley, can you please just send me that? Just that.
Mm-hmm. And I think.
Oh my God, that was.
I think during.
Gold
I think during that
did.
segment, I actually, if I remember correctly, I broke character or I had you breaking character.
Well, yeah, no, because you were like act like you were like getting married or mating with the what do you call it, the soccer goal, and I'm legit like, oh my God, like.
And I kid you not, when I literally started hanging off the goalpost, it literally started to tip over, and I'm just like, whoa, crap, no. And luckily, I planted my feet down just in the nick of time, because if not, that would have came over and just right on me, and I would have been like, I can't move, but I would have been laughing my butt off about it at the same time.
That day was funny. We did a sing-off, which the next show I'm going to be doing with Caleb. We did a karaoke. I don't mind singing, but I just, singing was the first time when my first show was me singing. I really like to sing, but man, with me having this and me singing some Boyz II Men songs, I think I'm going to have fun with it. At first I was like, man, I don't know if I have fun with it, but I got to have fun, man, because I'm always work. I never get to have that much fun myself. But another good segment too that we did too was we have so many moments even off TV. Going to Dan Severin's camp.
Oh yeah.
That day that we went to Dickie's and then the bathroom wasn't working, and oh my God, Chris literally blew up that. I'm not trying to embarrass you, but I was like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad, and the men's bathroom was tore, and I'm not trying to.
It happens.
Me, you, and Scott had a good time over there, man. I just wish he would not ghost me, man. I'm not a perfect friend, okay? I try to do my best as I can for anybody and everybody. But again, I just, that's why sometimes I feel like I'm not a good. That's why I tend to stay to myself nowadays, because I feel like, I'm just not a good friend to people.
Right.
And I try to do anything and everything for anybody.
All right, you are a good friend, and speaking of that, we went up to Dan Severin's camp. We made a unscheduled stop.
Which one?
Mall.
Oh my God! Yeah, that looked like Southtown Mall. I mean, legit. It looked like the blueprint of Southtown Mall.
It honestly, it really did.
I'm still trying to find that footage of it, man.
You literally walked. As soon as we walked in that mall, it just had that whole Southtown Mall vibe feel to it.
That was in Battle Creek, right? Yeah, Battle Creek. I went to Battle Creek because we had plenty of time to. Because Dan was doing this thing at his house, and we're like, well, just go to the mall, man. Let me tell you, it was. I mean, it felt like retro because when we went to that can't name it in the store, you know that one, but like an old retro store back in our day, because when they had it back when we were kids and teenagers, all they had Saved by the Bell stuff and all kinds of like, reviews, and we're like, oh my God, this is nostalgia. It's like we didn't want to leave that mall. Because
no, we really didn't, and it was just like, can we just like get a huge tent and just camp out here and just stay, never leave?
Now, speaking of that, so me and Chris did something that nobody would have ever thought of doing. We brought back the old Southtown Mall.
Mm-hmm.
So, I figure, I'm all about history, and so are you, because again, we missed the old stuff that we had back in the day. Okay, thank you. So me, Chris, and Justin were like talking. We're like, you know what we should do? We should do something like retro of like talking about Southtown Mall. But then I'm like, because we even brought Happy's Place back to life.
Yeah, we did.
We literally brought the set back to life. We literally brought the Happy Place set back to life. And it's cool. We had the very last ever Happy the Hobo. So I mean, that's like several great moments we've had on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But man, we brought Southtown Mall. We legit were walking through Southtown Mall with it not being there.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll say, like, at the time, before they tore down Southtown Mall and what it is now, Walmart, Menards, all the other stores, I actually lived in the apartments, one of two of the apartments that was behind Southtown Mall. And, they still had, like, certain, like, small-time vendors there type whatnot, and then they started tearing it down. I was just like, man, I wish, somebody would have just like bought it and just kind of like retro, brought it back, literally brought it back to life.
They should have, but again, like I said before, it's all about history over money, unfortunately. I mean, hell, look what they did to help me out here. Talk about it all the time. The stadium, the old Wizard Stadium. The old Wizard Stadium. Thank you, for 3 Years Festival, or not 3 Years Festival. We'll talk about that too. Thank you for Wizards Night, man. That was great, man. Chris, one of these days you gotta come with us to Wizards Night, man.
Oh yeah.
Next year, don't make no plans. Me, you, and Noah go to Wizards Night. Sound like a plan? Go to Wizards Night.
I'm down.
I love Wizards Night, man. It just brings me back retro. Speaking of that, now if you don't mind me, I'm talking about the semi-retirement show coming up here pretty soon, if that's okay. Like semi-retirement, make this all about me because it's not. It's just about us being us. But my semi-retirement show, I'll be showing my greatest matches again and a better quality of it. And I'll be showing my crazy moments that I've had on TV. Some that hasn't aired on TV, some that hasn't, like interviewing Wayne the Wizard. Me interviewing one of my favorite coworkers. You know the story about that.
Oh yeah.
And then my high school crush called in on a live show back in 1999, and then interviewing my dad. Got a close relationship with my dad. Let's see, several different segments I'm making for my history book. Just like I said, just moments and matches, basically. 5 minutes, okay. Man, I can't believe how fast this is going.
I know. Oh, before we go off the air, I just remembered one of the other things we did was the burning of the title belt.
Oh my God, yeah, that was yeah. So, it's like, the storyline was that JJ gave Chris the belt. That led to the tag match. Again, sorry we were not able to do the tag match. But we did make some good history. So we were around this, actually it was around this time that we went to go, because we were getting ready to go to Wyoming a couple days after. Me and Chris, because we filmed in here, and then me and Chris, we went to where he lives at. I'm not going to say this location where he's at. Why don't we just catch the world title belt on fire? Because nobody's ever caught a world title belt on fire before. They throw it in the trash and stuff like that. So
right, do something different, or a little unorthodox.
And so here we are, legit had lighter fluid, and we're like, man, it's not lighting up.
Yeah.
So we had to do like 5 or 6 times. But man, once we put that lighter fluid, I was like, man, I'm worried that this whole, because putting lighter fluid on something, we're worried it's going to be like something big. But man, it took like 4, 5, or 6 times just to get that damn title belt burnt.
Wait, no, There we go.
And it was a plastic title belt. It was not one of my original title belts. Come on, I'm not that stupid. I mean, I can be at times, but again, I was like, people ain't gonna know the difference. But man, we've had some good television moments ourselves. I mean, but I was such we weren't able to do that match. But again, like I said, you know, I still want you to be part of me and the boys' match somehow. If you want to do commentary with somebody or do camera or something, I want you to be part of my last ever show that I ever did.
Always, you know I'm down for that.
Oh yeah, but man, we've had some Southtown Mall interviewing Adrian the last Happy the Hobo, because I remember last time that you were able to come, I was like, you know, and Adrian is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he is.
So we've had several moments, man. Before we go, do you have a favorite moment that you could particular name, or just name two if you can. If you can't, then I completely understand.
Man, it's like too many offhand, and
Okay.
Wesley, it doesn't matter how much time we got left.
Oh, we heard you, man.
We got it. I'd have to say Adrian the last Happy the Hobo was, you know, was one of those tops, because believe it or not, as a kid I used to be I was on the show once. My dad, myself, one of my other brothers and his, dad, we were there for, that one day, and man, also I have to say, Dan Sullivan was right up there too, getting to meet him, a real class act guy, nothing but mad respect for the guy.
He treated us really good. I mean, they fed us down at the POG tapings.
Mm-hmm.
They treated my crew good. Dan Sullivan, I still talk to him to this day. That shocked everybody. I was like, I became good friends with Dan. No, you're not. And
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're getting ready to go. Like I said, I look forward to having you on again, man.
Always.
I just wanted to conversate with you. And again, like I said, we had no script. We had points of what we talk about and stuff, but other than that, we're just us.
Exactly. All day, every day.
That's the best conversation is to have is with your friend that's created memories with. Again, like I said before, I know we're going to go. People ask me, why do I love doing TV so much? I mean, I love the attention, but I really want to love TV so much because when you take photography with somebody, like we take pictures before the shows and stuff like that, which is cool, showing, hey, we got this coming up. But living out the moment where we can actually talk, because like if me and you pass, it could happen anytime. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Right.
But there's always going to be video.
Exactly.
Because this is eventually going to be on YouTube, and again, YouTube will not die down, and then. So that's why I like doing TV, because again, you're living the moment. And I've had a lot of crazy moments on TV. I mean, Jack Russell Great White taking over the show. Jim Cornette and Teddy Long interrupting the show. You were there for that. I think you were there for that one.
Yeah, I think so.
See, Ron Jeremy, he was on the show, his phone rang during the show. So there's several moments that I love to take me forever. But another one that you, Wesley, worked on, I'm going to make this real fast, was the top WTF moments. 1 minute. Okay, I heard you. The top WTF moments. Do you remember that? Wesley, I know you remember the top WTF moments, thank you, my 22nd year anniversary show. Yes.
Oh, man.
Talk about from DVD to I was pretty much sleeping in this place.
Oh, yes.
8 hours worth of stuff. But again, so many moments that I have. I want to thank everybody who's been there for me. Coming up next, we'll be singing with Caleb, and then I'll be interviewing my friend Noah for... Is it okay we do 3 shows, Wesley, after I do Caleb? Do we have plenty of time? I got something to do after this?
Yeah, go to the store. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do a quick interview with Noah here probably on the show with Caleb or something.
Wesley, you're grounded. Go to your room. Oh, wait, you're already in your room.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching.
No, I just need one more chance to prove my love to you. And if you come back to me, I'll guarantee that I'll never let you go. Ooh, can we go back to the ways? Yeah. Ooh, can somebody tell me how to get things back the way they used to be? Sing it. Oh God, give me the reason I'm down on bended knee. Ladies and gentlemen, your host and producer of A Dose of Landis, Mr. Jeff Landis.
I said, I know I owe you 10. Give me my next check or something. Or just wait till I get that one Facebook money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.